Hello, and it's a weird angle. I need to get the lights right. So it's red. It's not really going to happen with this light. Hang on. With the start of this video is different. Right, let's get this right. Light off for a start. Right, red. Get some blue. Get some green. Get some red. Maybe it's an orange, but I like the blue. Right, light on. Start this video. Right, this is the review for Hunt for Red October. I should really put the red light on, but whatever, it's my video. Right, Hunt for Red October has always been, right, here's a picture of Sean Connery turned to the side with a £20,000 wig on his head. That's how much it cost for his wig. Black and red. And it's something I've seen since I was a kid, but never bother watching it. And espionage has never been my, like, big go-to kind of, like, right, I'm going to watch an espionage film about war. Not my cup of tea, you know. But anyway, I watched this the other night because it's from the director of Predator and Die Hard, John McTiernan. Last Action Hero, Die Hard with a Vengeance. Okay, now trying to understand Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan story. I hope it's Tom Clancy. I hope. I want to get a hate, full of fucking hate there. But anyway, obviously Harrison Ford turned down the role and we get Alec Baldwin. Now Alec Baldwin, who's in it playing Jack Ryan, who I remember seeing Alec Baldwin in Beetlejuice as a kid and go, right, what happened to him? They go, whoa, what happened to him? Because this is the only film I think comes close of him reminiscing who he is in Beetlejuice, because Alec Baldwin's quite scary when he stares at you. He's a scary person. So you have this Hunt for Red October. Now Harrison Ford turned down that role, but then would later on being in Patriot Games, haven't seen that. Clear and Present Danger, which I have seen on VHS, and it's a picture of me when I was a teenager holding this VHS. When I find that, I will do a review for that. And then we had Ben Affleck came along. He doesn't want to be Batman now, and he doesn't want to be fucking Jack Ryan again. So I mean, that was short-lived, but we got Morgan Freeman and Sum of All Fears. Then we got Chris Pine, you know, and now we've got a TV show. Sorry, I don't know who's on the TV show, but like trying to keep this franchise alive, it just keeps being reborn with somebody different, you know what I mean? So like the stories are there. Now, this film put me to sleep 5 nights in a row. Just happened. I kept on watching it. It's got a massive cast. It's like JFK. Like everyone you see is like, hey, that's that guy. Hey, that's Rick Dukeman. Like, what is Rick Dukeman doing in this film? And there's a lot of cast like that. It's well acted. The whole submarine thing, they had to make sure, like, which sub they're in, you know, because it's like 3 different submarines at one point, and like, so one's blue, one's red. Sean Connery, Scottish. He's playing well, I don't know what he's playing. He's definitely not Russian, and he's stolen a Russian sub. He works for the Russians. He's a captain of the Russian fleet. This is the Highlander syndrome again. Cast Sean Connery as Egyptian Spaniard, and cast Christopher Lambert as the Scottish guy, and Christopher Lambert's French. Then you've got in this you've got Sean Connery, Scottish guy playing a Russian commander. Fair enough, he might be a traitor and trying to like cross sides and stuff. But then Sam Neill's his right hand man. He's fucking a Kiwi. He's not fucking a Kiwi. He's not sticking his dick in a fucking Kiwi. I'm saying he's like, I could just pick up a Kiwi and do that. You know, he's from New Zealand. Even though everyone thinks he's Australian. Why do I think he's Australian now? I said that because of Cry in the Night or whatever. Cry the Wolf. Whatever. Right, anyway. Miscasting of the early 90s. So, it's an espionage film. Some of the panning shots look amazing at the start of the movie. The panning shot at the end where it's Sean Connery, then Alec Baldwin. It's blue, it's fast travelling. I hate that shot, it hasn't aged well. Neither of the torpedoes. The torpedoes don't look real. Well, obviously not real torpedoes, but acting's really good. Spoiler alert, I was watching it on the 5th night where it was about to come at the end. And it's like, who's sabotaging them? Who's the espionage? Who's fucking things up? And fuck my life, it's the baddie from fucking Bodyguard. It's the guy with the camera. Like, I've only recognised him in 2 films, and he's the fucking trick ending. He's the killer. Bodyguard was a couple of years later, so credit to this, but I was like, for fuck's sake, it's the baddie from Bodyguard. Anyway, off that rant, espionage films and submarine films have been quite popular. U571, when John Bon Jovi gets his head taken off, along with K-19, you know, and also Crimson Tide. That's Bring Me the Horizon. I've picked the wrong fucking album up. Hang on.
Yay!
Crimson Tide. I mean, they really stole the cover, didn't they? You know, they really stole the cover. This has never been opened. Anyway, that's not fresh off my head as well, but you know, put Denzel Washington. Yeah, lots of good, you know, I love the soundtrack, that creepy Russian score going on there. I think a lot of it was well filmed, but everyone just seems to be like, you know, there's a few good stunts and stuff like that, but it feels longer than it is, you know, it's quite a long film. There's a lot of stuff going along in like the early 90s, you know. Kevin Costner was getting big and properly, and Peter's Friends. Hey, what the hell? Just going off total tangent here. Yeah, Kevin Costner. Yeah, that just totally went on a different rant. Just having a look there. Rocketeer, $10.99 for Rocketeer. Jesus. Just these are the top 50 videos to buy. And Crimson Hunt for Red October's not there. Adam's Family is. Gremlins 1 and 2, $12.99. That's awesome. Dumbo, $8.99 on VHS. Wow, yeah, their boys Woolworths advert. But yeah, I did write some notes for this. It is a well-made movie. It's well filmed and sort of stuff. I don't think the green screen's held up that well. There is a lot of like cameos and young actors breaking out on this, but I just don't like Alec Baldwin. You know, if it was Harrison Ford in this, Patriot Games and Clear and Present Danger, that would be a cool like little trilogy. But then it's weird, you know, then you throw Air Force One in there and you get it's like fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger turning up as fucking Conan in Red Sonja, but he's not Red Sonja kind of shit. Not Red Sonja, he's not Conan. But I did enjoy it. As I say, I was determined to get through it, but 5 nights in a row it put us to sleep. It needs a remaster. It is out on Blu-ray, but I watched this in high definition, and some of the scenes don't hold up. The special effects, the torpedoes definitely don't. You killed us, you fool! You know, Skarsgård's in it. You know what I mean? He's the captain of the other ship. Tim Curry, Pennywise Clown's in there. You know what I mean? There are so many. Jeffrey Jones is in there. You know, but didn't he get? I know he's from Howard the Duck, but I'm sure I shouldn't. Well, pointing that out there. Jeffrey Jones, Howard the Duck. Yeah. Caught in a bit of a scandal recently. Let's get off that note before I dig myself even deeper hole in the fucking where they buried the fucking. Anyway, don't you want to talk about submarines? This review's gone totally wacky. Just watching Waterworld the other night and the submarine pit. The fucking Jaws orcas next to it. I mean, that's mental. That's crazyism. This has been the Hunt for Red October. I've seen the outtakes.
Sam Neill was born in Northern Ireland.
Sam Neill was born in Northern Ireland?
Yep.
Why the fuck do I think he's a Kiwi for?
Oh, hang on. His dad was New Zealand born, if that. His family moved to the South Island of New Zealand in 1954. It looks like he was born in Northern Ireland but raised in New Zealand.
Thank fuck for that.
So yeah.
He said it wasn't Australia. Yeah. Yeah, that's a total outtake for Voices in My Head.